What is up, everyone? This is Ricky572, returning a chance, and today is November 1st, 2022. We're going to hop on and do a real quick market watch because I got to go to work in a bit, and I'll come back and upload it later. But we're going to start off with Gamer's Choice because they have some Pharaoh Secret rares from Magnificent Mavens set up on their website. So it looks like Dark Magician Girl's like the highest price at $150. Everything else is like $100 and less. So like Triple Tactics is $100. What else? We have Change of Heart for $100. Necro Valley $100. Reinforcement $100. Doesn't it have a collector rare? Wonder how that's gonna compete with that. But yeah, I don't know the pull rate on these. I heard rumors that they're like kind of like Starlights, where they're like one in every case or like one in every other case. So I guess take note of that. I guess I would wait for confirmation to see if any of these are like hard to pull, because I know some of these might be like less sought after than others. Like Elemental Hero Neos, I don't think anyone's really gonna pick it up unless you're like a real Elemental Hero collector or hero collector. But yeah, you guys be the judge of that. I'm just letting you know that there's prices up on here to look for references. Next up, we're gonna be talking about the first card, Lifeless Leaffish. So Lifeless Leaffish is being used in the Goatee deck. Started going up. It was at like $3-4ish, and it looks like right now it's around $10. So listings around like $10, including shipping. So that's good to note. I'm not really sure how good the Goatee deck is gonna do, like with issues with Taylor Elements running around in format. So I would probably get rid of some of these while they're high and the hype is up. There's also, like, if you do want to play it though, there's also budget versions for like pennies. So I would probably go for these if you are trying to play it, because you don't know how the deck's gonna do. So I wouldn't risk it buying those $10 copies. But it's up to you. Next card we're gonna talk about is Tier Element Sharon. So this one I talked about on my Instagram a couple months ago. These were like $1 when I picked them up, and I mean right off the back I knew it was gonna be a good extender, so I picked a couple of these up, and it looks like now they're like $3 to $4 per copy, and I could probably see these going even further up as like time goes by, because it's a really good extender. It mills and it pitches from your hand, so decks like Orcus or like Zombies could also run this card just because it's that type of extender that helps them mill and pitch a card. So if you have some of these, I would probably hold on to them a little bit more. I strongly feel they could hit like $5 to $6. Mushroom Man number 2 is being teched in OCG builds in the Kashtira archetype. So basically they give this to the opponent and have it trigger off your Kashtira monster effects, and also let you lock out your opponent's zones as well. It's I guess niche little tech or gimmicky little tech, but it works. So a lot of people saw this deck on MCO40's YouTube video and started buying it out to the point where there's only 10 listings, and there's like $5, $7, $10, $15, yeah, $15, $30 listings. So I guess if you want to make a quick buck and you have some of these lying around, I guess sell them off. If you're gonna try to play this, I would wait a little bit till the hype goes down, because I don't really see these holding up at that price. I mean, it's a nice little tech, but I don't think it's gonna do too much here. That's just my opinion, but you guys could pick some up if you want to. My suggestion would be selling these off while the hype is up, and then if you're gonna buy it, wait a little bit. Next card is Kashtira Unicorn. This one we talked about last week on our market watch. I said that these would be a nice pickup at like $7 to $8, and they went up a little bit faster than I thought they would. So now they're at $15 with only 16 listings. Oh look, there's only 16 listings. There was like 19 listings like this morning when I checked. But yeah, there's only 16 listings now, and they are at $15 going up to like $20. And I think they could hit $20 probably by next week. It's a really good card in my opinion, because I think it's a better starter for the deck than Fenrir. Fenrir is the more splashable one for other decks that you could put in. But for the Kashtira archetype, I think Unicorn is the better choice for a starter in a deck. I mean, you're also gonna be running Fenrir's, but I guess if you're starting like game 1, you want to go with Unicorn, not Fenrir, because if your opponent does activate like a hand trip or something, you could trigger off its other effect and look at your opponent's graveyard, as opposed to like Fenrir, where if they do activate like a Ash Blossom or anything, what are you gonna banish going first? Like there's nothing on the field for them to banish. But yeah, keep that in mind. I feel like these could hit 20 at some point. Next card we'll be talking about, I guess we have, I think those are, yeah, let's go to this one then. So this one's a little freebie for me that I'm looking to invest in. The effect I'm looking at is that for, how do you pronounce it? Vernisylph of the Misting Ceiling. So the effect that I like for this one is that you could discard this card and one monster or one Vernisylph card. You cannot activate non-earth effect monsters for the rest of the turn. Also add one fairy type monster from your deck to your hand. So this basically lets you add any of the Ishizu cards from the deck by pitching it and another monster. Unfortunately, you are locked into non-earth monsters, so this is not going to be a tech being used in Ishizu tier elements. I'm looking at this as a tech being used in like Naturia builds, because, excuse me, burpee again, sparkling water. So Naturia builds, because Naturias are all earth monsters, right? Yeah, I think they're all of them are earth monsters. So you're still gonna be able to do Naturia stuff because they're all earth monsters, so it doesn't lock you out of their effects. So this is only at 50 cents at the moment. I feel like it could hit like $2 to $3 easily in the future if the Naturia build does do good. We don't really know how good it's gonna do here in the TCG with the tier elements running around, but Ishizu stuff does help the Naturia deck become a better deck. So it's not too much of a risk. They're 50 cents a copy, so you're not risking too much money to invest. Like I bought like, I think it was like 20 something of these for like $12 or something. So it's not too much. It's not too much of a big risk. Some other cards I'm looking to invest in. Marince's Dive. These were at its highest like $13, $15 when they first came out. The set is pretty. It came in as pretty trash. So, and Marince's also isn't being played a lot. So these are like $5, $6, like $6 to $7 right now. I would probably pick some of these up just to have. There's only one printing of it, and it's a really good card for the deck. It helps them play through hand traps and everything. And there's 133 listings. Yeah, a lot of people aren't going to be opening this set, so I would just pick up the singles instead of trying to go after it. The set's pretty cheap. It did pretty bad because there's like really nothing of value in here. Probably the Droplet, but there's so many other printings of Droplet, like Prismatic, Secret, and others. Abyss Shark is another one I wanted to look at because it did start going up. So these were like $5, $8, and then right now they are at like $8. Yeah, so these were like at like $3 to $4 starting off, and then they went up to like $5, and now they're at $8. So these have been going up consistently. I did talk about this on my Instagram a couple months ago as well. I didn't pick some up though because I was too focused on playing Marince, so I picked up most of the Marince stuff. So I skipped out on this, but it is a good pickup. I would probably say these could go up to like $10 someday. It's a really good extender for like water decks in general. It does lock you into water, like special summoning water monsters. You cannot special summon monsters except water monsters, but most water decks only like special summon water monsters, so that's not too big of a deal. But it's one of those cards that has been going up and is running kind of low on listings. That's 34 listings, so keep note on that. And let's see what else. You have anything else to talk about? No, I think that's gonna be it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's market watch. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have some cards in mind that you guys want me to look at. Just wanted to speed through this because I do have to go to work in a couple minutes. But yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel, go follow us on Instagram at Return a Chance, and we'll see you guys in a couple days because I do want to. Magnificent Mavens comes out on tomorrow for OTS stores, and then Friday officially. So we'll come back and look at the prices and see how they fluctuate. This is Rick 572, and we'll see you guys next time.